Hello and welcome. Today we have a very special guest with us. He's a fitness coach, a nutrition coach, and a very well known body transformation coach, Mr. Simon Saul.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you for taking your time out to be here
No worries.
and doing
no
this.
worries.
For those of the people that are not familiar with your work,
Yeah.
do you want to explain to them what?
Okay, so I'm basically a body transformation coach, a nutrition coach, and also a personal trainer. I design specialized programs for clients. My focus now is more towards NCDs and teaching people how to live a healthier, more fitter lifestyle. Through food especially. And it's more so to do with the local food. Just to show people just how easy it is to eat locally and still make the progress you can make. So basically, in terms of nutrition and stuff, that's where I am. In terms of training, I'm a certified personal trainer. I'm also a strength and conditioning coach. So those are just some of the things that I'm good at. Yeah.
Perfect. Today we are going to make chickpea and mocha burgers
All right.
with a creamy roasted eggplant sauce.
Nice. Sounds
So,
good.
like chickpeas?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I was dabbling in it a few weeks ago, so we'll
Okay.
see. Should be a good option, different option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like, you can go ahead and mash
Mashed
the chickpeas.
Alright. So how much chickpeas do we have in here?
So we have, I'm using canned chickpeas.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have a can and a half, so about 600 grams.
Okay. So there's the chickpeas right
Yeah.
there.
You could use the dried ones as well.
Yeah.
You just have to soak it overnight.
Oh, okay.
But I find this one's a little easier to use. So while you're doing that,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and saute the onions and the mushrooms
Alright.
that are gonna go into the burger.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Do you want it like really, or you want it like still chunky?
A little bit chunkier
Okay.
would be good, yeah. So I know you were talking about like NCDs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So in Fiji, the stats have shown that we're one of the highest countries to have NCDs.
Exactly, yeah.
And it shouldn't be the case because we can do stuff like this. You don't always have to stick with the conventional things like bread and curries with oil and load and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So that's one thing I found working with a lot of clients is they tend to consume stuff without knowing it. So like it's a lot of hidden stuff in it.
Very true, yeah.
Yeah. Like NCDs are curable. Like people here think that once you have an NCD, you can't get cured. But you can. You can fight it. You can get back from it. And
Exactly.
it's doing stuff like this. Like look at how fresh the mocha and stuff is. It's right from our back garden.
Exactly, yeah. Food is the best
Yep.
medicine.
Food is the best medicine.
Yeah, we're so lucky. Like, you go into the market and you see like all this fresh food, and it's like pretty reasonable,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
you could get, and nowadays like you can even get it all cut up,
Yep.
ready to go.
So like the market vendors are going the extra mile for us, and they're like, okay, we'll chop it. We'll make it even easier for you.
Exactly,
We'll
so-
chop it up and stuff, and then you can use it.
Come home
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
I think it also has to do with a lot of like lack of planning. You know how people are always on the rush, and they're like, oh, I'm just gonna grab like a fast food. I'm gonna grab this. Whereas if you sat at home on Sunday and planned your meal out, on Saturday morning, planned your meal out. I'm gonna buy this. Monday I'm gonna have this,
Exactly.
this. Then that solves like 90% of the problem right there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Go more on this, or is it?
I think that's good.
You sure?
Yeah, that looks
Yep.
pretty good.
Alright. That's that.
I think right now, like a lot of people are trying to get back on track as well
Yes,
with fitness
yes,
and everything, right? Now
yeah.
the gyms are open.
Yeah,
and
so now
everything,
gyms are open, people are slowly starting to, I guess because of the current pandemic, people have started to realize the importance of health,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
I get, in a way, it's a good thing because you start to make people realize, okay, look, I can't be living the way I'm living, I've got to live a healthier lifestyle, So a lot of people have come in and asked for healthier options, like, hey, instead of this, can I do this, instead of this, can I do this, so it's interesting to see where it goes and how far people take it.
Yeah.
Let's hope people don't get complacent and just drop off the bandwagon again.
That's actually one of the things too. Like people
motivation never lasts, discipline does, you know. And one of the things that I've realized is a lot of people are so eager to jump into something. You want me to move this?
Yes, please.
So like when people start off programs, they tend to go to one extreme. You know, you're here, you're at number 1, you want to go to number 10 straight away. It's been shown that that's the main reason why people fail in their nutrition, in their training, is because they go from an unhealthy lifestyle and they do a completely flip into a healthy lifestyle, which doesn't last. You know, they're like, oh, I'm gonna start dieting, I'm gonna drop my carbs, I'm gonna drop my sugar, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, all at once. Leave the carbs in, you know, one step at a time. Drop the sugar. If you're having 3 tablespoons of sugar a day and carbohydrates, just have 2 tablespoons of sugar a day and slowly decrease it. That way you become sustainable for a longer period of time.
That's true.
You know?
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, that's because, I mean, I've done it. I've gone to the extreme where I'm eating like a lot of junk food and I'm like, okay, tomorrow, done.
Yeah.
You know?
I
I only last like till Friday.
Yes.
A lifestyle change.
Exactly.
It's an adaptation. And I mean, like if you have a chance, if you meet some of my clients, they'll explain to you like, now they go out on the weekends, have a chocolate cake, you know, but they still know how to control it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have a balance.
Very true.
If you have an imbalance, exactly. Yeah. If you have an imbalance, you start hating the diet, you start not doing it, but like next thing you know, you got
so
10
true.
kilos up.
Exactly, yeah.
Alright.
So we sauteed the mushrooms
Yep.
and onions,
Yep.
so we've added in that. And then now we are going to add in our fresh moda. Yeah. So I actually just immersed this in boiling water.
Okay.
Just for like a couple of minutes until it just kind of like cooks down.
Okay.
A bit.
So blanch sort of.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Nice.
we'll add that. And then we will add in garlic cloves.
Okay.
So this is about 5 garlic cloves.
Okay.
And do you like garlic flavor?
I love garlic.
Okay, good.
Garlic's also very, very healthy for you, right?
It
For your
is.
blood and stuff.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
sometimes, like with a meal, I'll just pop a raw clove of garlic in there
Yeah?
and just eat it. Yeah. So it's really healthy.
It
as well.
is.
Yeah.
A little bit of cilantro
Nice.
goes in. And
So cilantro is also dhania, right?
sorry, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's also dhania. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
And that's cumin powder. So about like a teaspoon of that.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit more. And then coriander powder
Yeah.
goes in. Again, about like a teaspoon.
Yeah.
I usually don't do measurements when I'm cooking. I just
eyeball it.
eyeball it. Just eyeball it.
Nice.
And then a bit of cayenne pepper,
Yeah.
not too much. There we go. And then a bit of salt. That should be enough. Okay, and you can go ahead and mix it
Just
all
mix it up.
together.
Alright. Chickpeas are also a good source of protein, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's like, I think it's like 19 grams of protein
Yeah,
per 100
yeah.
grams, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's,
Yeah.
that should be good. And fiber too, it's a lot of
Yeah.
fiber, so it's going to keep you fuller for longer.
That's it. Nice. Okay, let me know when the consistency is good
Yeah,
for
I
you.
think we'll add in a bit of chickpea flour.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright, you stir it in.
So now we've added everything into the bowl, and we're just going to form it into patties.
Okay.
So you can just use your hands,
Yep.
take a little bit, you know, depending on the size like you prefer.
Yeah.
So I'll just take that, and then I'll just
And then just squish them down like that.
yeah.
Can these be made ahead of time?
Yes, you can probably make them ahead of time and then
Yeah.
just freeze them.
Freeze them.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then whenever you want, you can
Just defrost it and just use it and heat it. So
exactly.
like so for example, if a family had a busy schedule,
Mhm.
they could probably prep this up in advance, you know, and then they're like, okay, you know,
Exactly. Yep.
freeze, heat and eat sort of.
Yep.
kind of thing.
So it makes dinner
Mm.
or lunch
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
You can even do it for breakfast if you
Mm.
want, like you
Mm.
know, like a breakfast sandwich kind of.
Would look, yeah.
Yeah. Either way.
So I mean, like, yeah, I mean that brings to another thing is like you don't have to have the standard bread for breakfast. You know how everyone's
Exactly.
like, okay, I gotta go to the shop, I gotta go buy long loaf and butter and all that other
Yeah.
crap. You don't need to have that, you know. There's nowhere that says you gotta have bread for breakfast, you know. And I guess that's why one of the major problems is because people have bread for breakfast, our levels of NCD is through the roof, huh?
Very true, yeah.
Your breakfast is probably one of the main meals of the day, right? So if you start your day off with like a heavy carb-based meal, so you got bread, you got your jam, and then you got your butter, that's just gonna throw you down. You know?
Carbs and sugar loaded
exactly.
with it,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. So I mean, if people want to be more productive, they should have something like this for breakfast. You know, breakfast you could fry up a few extra and have it for lunch.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
And for me, like personally, I've noticed that when I eat a healthier breakfast, I usually make healthier choices throughout the day.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So if you want, you can make a couple.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll just grab a bit. So how big do you want the patties?
It's up to
totally
you.
up to me?
Yeah, go ahead.
So like the flour helps you helps bind it.
Exactly.
As I can see, like it's helping bind the thing.
Yeah.
How long would you cook this for?
So just a couple of minutes each side until it kind of turns a bit like brown, a bit crusty. So now we're just going to add in a bit of oil.
Okay.
Maybe about 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got to hear the hissing sound, right?
Yeah. So we'll let that cook for each side maybe for like about 3 to 4 minutes, and then we'll see.
Okay.
And then we can flip it over. Okay, so now it's been cooking for about, I'd say 4 minutes on each side. And then now we're going to flip it over and then cook the other side.
Color there looks really nice there.
Yeah.
Nice golden brown.
Exactly, so that's the kind of color that you're looking for. Yeah. So our chickpea and Moca patties for the burgers are done.
Yep.
So we're just going to set this aside. So for our creamy roasted eggplant sauce, we are going to cut up the eggplants into like thin rounds.
Yep.
So, do you wanna?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. So we'll just cut it up into thin rounds. Do you use eggplants usually?
I use a lot of eggplants in my meals because eggplants are perfect. They're sort of like we can compare them to pumpkins, right? So you can eat a lot of eggplants for less, you know. So and if you're looking at calories, you get a good serving from here. You know, so this can be used as a substitute as opposed to rice and all these other things. You know, you can. There's a lot you can do with this. You know, you just gotta have the freedom to just play around with it a bit. You know.
That's true. Yeah. It's like like sides and everything. Yes.
And then I mean, in Fiji, we have so many different varieties of eggplants as well. You know, so like you can do so many things with it. You can use it as a filler in food. You can add it to like some chicken and make it more dense and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yes.
There's a lot you can do with it.
We'll just heat up the pan.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put the eggplant on there and then just kind of like almost burn, like charred.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically layering it out on the pan.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. You can also do this outdoor as well. Like if you got an outdoor stove, it would work perfect with this. Right?
Oh yes.
Yeah. You get the smoky flavor and stuff like that. Nice.
So we have our eggplant here, which has been charred, so you get like a little smokiness from it. Yeah. So we'll add all of that into the into this.
Add all of this inside?
Yep. Okay. Go ahead. Put all of that in there. So this sauce, I'm using it instead of like using mayonnaise or anything like fattening.
Okay.
Instead of that, we can use this for that creamy factor for the burger.
And I guess it's good because you know what's going into it, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
With like store-bought mayonnaise and stuff, you don't really know what's going into it.
Exactly. I mean, there's like hidden sugars.
Yes.
The
So
sodium.
True. That's so true.
Fat, all that, and then a bit of onions.
So it's about half an onion?
Yes, that is half an onion. We'll add all that in there. we have garlic. So this is 4 cloves.
4 cloves, okay.
4 cloves of garlic. Okay, a little bit of cilantro.
Yep. Cilantro is also a natural diuretic, so you can also use it to make like yourself a tea. And a lot of people when they cook cilantro, what they do is they throw away the root. The root actually has most of the nutrients, and if you take the root and you smell it, that's where most of the flavor comes from.
Yeah.
For the cilantro.
Oh. Wow.
So in cooking, you can also use the roots as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of my clients sometimes what we do is we just boil up the cilantro and just drink that as a tea because it's a natural detoxifier for the body as well. So that's an added tip right
I
there.
learned that today. Thank you. Thanks. And a little bit of cumin powder. So about half a teaspoon that is, yeah. And about 2 tablespoons of yogurt.
Okay. This is fresh yogurt, right?
Yes.
So.
Yeah. And then we're just going to take this to the blender and blend it into a nice sauce.
Alright.
So we have everything ready for our burger.
Okay.
We have the patties, the creamy roasted eggplant sauce, and we'll use a bit of lettuce as well.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and assemble this.
You toasted the buns before you
Yes, I did.
but it's optional, right?
Yes, that's optional.
Yep.
Depends if you like it that way or not.
So instead of buns, can you use like bread, like a sandwich?
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And so the patties, they would probably classify as like gluten free.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can do like a lettuce wrap.
Yeah.
Or you know, you can.
For a healthier, like
Exactly.
a more. If someone's really specific on what they're eating,
Exactly.
then you can just do a lettuce
just do
wrap.
that.
Right?
We'll add a bit of the eggplant sauce on there.
Yep. And that looks so good.
And the patties. There you go.
Alright. Easy as that.
Yep. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
So, you want to give it a try?
Yeah. We'll
Yeah?
try it. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Cheers.
Alright. I'm gonna get a side with all the patties then. Nah, this is good, huh? The crunchiness from the patty combined with that smoky flavor of the eggplant, it's really good. It's really good, like, and it's a good thing you kept it a bit coarser because you've got a bit of crunch as well. Right? So if you were to really mash it up, then you'd have like mush. You know? So this is good, and the flavors come through. The spice in here comes through as well, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I think it's you just take something simple and you turn it into something.
And no, like you saw, everyone saw. There's no tomato sauce in here. No artificial flavors. You know, all natural. This in itself, I think this dip can be eaten like that. You know, you can dip stuff in it and just eat it like that. It's so good. You know, doesn't have to be with a veggie patty. It can also be with meat. Huh?
Exactly. Yeah. So it's nutritional and packed with a lot of flavor. So it's a win-win.
Win-win situation. Yep. I think you can prepare this ahead of time, and then you can have it for a few days if you want.
Yes, you can definitely just make the patties and then freeze it like in a Ziploc bag or you know, and then whenever you want, just bake them or you know you can shallow fry it and then here you go.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
I'll put your Instagram page in my description so people can go and check out the work that you're doing, the amazing work, the inspiring. The inspiring.
Happy to help. I'm happy to help. It's all about helping people make a change. You know, make a change towards a more healthy and sustainable lifestyle. You know, a lot of the changes people try and initiate is not sustainable and not healthy at all. So it's all about doing stuff like this, keeping it simple, things you can get from your garden, things you can get, you know, from the market that's fresh, no preservatives, nothing in there. You know, so that's what it's about.
Exactly. Yeah. So, thank you all for watching, and thank you so much for being here. Definitely try this out.
Yep.
And do subscribe if you guys want more videos. And let us know if you want. We can do more videos
Yep.
together
Comment,
as well.
comment below.
Yes.
Comment.
So thank you. And
Alright, take care.